you're still not getting the recognition for all of that, for putting that on.
No.
You were like the trailblazer for that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, now you're getting it.
Thanks, boo.
A trailblazer for the walk.
You know what's crazy too? Like, I also was like the first girlfriend turned famous celebrity.
Oh.
And that was pretty shitty too, because I was the first for a few things. And like when you're the first, you just get all the backlash.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick. Let's close up on Amber real quick. Bruh, I know who she looks like now. She looks like fucking gold dust.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audience.
Niggas just hating on me. On the other hand, I got people that's waiting for me to drop that heat. Man, sometimes you gotta bake it slowly. Something like that cheese and macaroni. I'm the one and only.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Trippin' Ain't Easy podcast. I am your host, Trip Simpson, in the building, ready to get this grill going today. But first, we gotta handle business.
I know you're gonna look after family.
What family you talking about, Ice?
Fuck, I look invisible, nigga.
That's right, I am not invisible, so do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and select all. Now, recently, Amber Rose has been in the headlines again. She was recently on the Sophia with an F podcast, and boy, did she prove any red pill / manosphere / whatever you want to call it, nigga with a microphone on YouTube correctly. Amber opened up about past relationships, the whole slut walk thing, and of course about her future in dating. So without wasting any more time, let's get to the videotape.
And just like reserved for the most part.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think going back to the slut thing we were saying earlier, I think that because I'm quiet and reserved and traditional and
A quiet, reserved, traditional stripper and self-proclaimed slut.
Blood clot.
a lot of ways, to be called a slut so many times, it was like, okay, fine.
Right.
I'll be that. And I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of girls with me and we're all gonna be sluts together and we're gonna protest against derogatory labels.
Blood clot.
Modern women are so delusional. Just because you protest against something that you actually act like doesn't mean that you aren't it. Like, I'm so tired of the way protesting is being abused. Martin Luther King is probably turning in his goddamn grave because people have taken his movement and his method of protesting and abused it to the point where now we have sluts, hoes, and strippers protesting the fact that they're being called what they actually are.
A lot of reasons why, I think I'm one of those people that people love to just throw away.
Yep.
Unfortunately. And
Niggas throw away hoes.
again, I don't do it for that reason anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I know how much time I put into slut walk, and it's still pretty shitty to be like,
I know.
I
mean, the recognition, when I was really looking into it, because I remember when I heard about slut walk, and I remember thinking it was the coolest thing ever. But
they can't be serious. we can't be this to this point in American culture where the women are actually on television speaking about an event called the slut walk like it is heroic. Like, They're talking about this shit like it's a major moment in history. This is a major moment in history. This is the downfall of American society. Right here with this chick, Sophie with the F, and Amber Rose. You got Captain Karen and co-captain Keisha driving the Titanic that we call the United States of America right into a fucking iceberg.
But not for the right reasons. I had no idea. Like, because what? I was 21 or something, and I just thought it was cool to be a slut. You know?
Yeah.
But the message behind it is so powerful and so important. And
what is important about being a slut? Like, I don't get, American women are so entitled, right? And so spoiled and so privileged. They pretty much are making things up to be oppressed about. I cannot believe I'm actually listening to this shit in 2023. I can't believe it.
That's just, it's so fucking crazy that in 2023, you're still not getting the recognition for all of that, for putting that on.
No.
You were like the trailblazer for that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, now you're getting it.
Thanks, boo.
A trailblazer for the slut walk.
You know what's crazy too? Like, I also was like the first girlfriend turned famous celebrity.
Oh.
And that was pretty shitty too, because I was the first for a few things, and like when you're the first, you just get all the fucking backlash.
Hold on real quick. Let's close up on Amber real quick. Bruh, I know who she looks like now. She looks like fucking gold dust. She definitely looks like gold dust. But anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
And then you like pave the way for the young girls to like
to thrive in it.
Yeah, which is cool. I love that. I love that part.
She paved the way for young girls to thrive and being okay with being called a slut.
I love my girls, and I'm happy that they don't have to go through what I went through.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty shitty for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Fucking insane.
Yeah, because I think like, you know, the Paris Hiltons of the world, like they come from a family with like a lot of money and, you know, stuff like that. Like I come from shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like fell in love with a guy that was like super famous, and then I became famous.
That's crazy.
It was like,
oh, what a shitty life. A rich nigga saved you from out the strip club. You fucked that relationship up. And then another rich nigga married you. And you fucked that up. But it sucks? What sucks about this? The only thing that should suck is you on them trying to keep your marriage intact. But see, that's not a tactic that modern women use because I'm not all women, but these type of women use because their heads are so far up their own asses. They don't understand that they actually have to put in work to be a wife.
So are you dating right now?
no, not really.
I mean, after what you just said, I would assume so. You're like,
no, I don't want
absolutely
to.
not.
I don't want penis. I don't want to share my house.
And boom, right there, she's at the end of the fucking road. She's been through all these dicks and all these slut walks, painted herself to be all these different types of women, and look at her now. Now, she's using reverse psychology on men. When men are refusing to take her, now, don't get me wrong, niggas will still hit that, for sure. Niggas will still hit that, but nobody wants to take her seriously. She's at the end of the road now, and now she wants to be taken seriously. And since men aren't doing it, she's basically, I can't remember that phrase they use in psychology. Oh, she's reflecting. She's reflecting how she is on us. Now she's saying she don't want to date men when it's really the other way around. Men don't want to wipe her up. At least not the men whose level that she thinks she's on. They don't want to deal with her. There's a nigga out here who would wipe her up. But see, he's not going to meet her tax bracket. And he's not going to measure up in other ways that she would want. So now she's taking the route where she's just through with men. It's not the men, it's you. You chose to be a whore. You chose to be a stripper. You chose to be a slut. You chose to date all these different famous men. And now you're paying the price for it. It's not men's fault. It's your fault.
My life with anyone.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone around my kids. I don't want to have.
Who wants to be around your fucking kids? These women are crazy. Like, they actually think there's men knocking down the door to try to be around her and her motherfucking kids. Your kids have a father. Trust me, if it was a real nigga trying to get with Amber Rose, she would hop on it. But they not. They're not. They're trying to hit her and quit her. But this is what you get for labeling yourself a slut.
Sex.
You don't?
No.
What? Wait,
Ew.
why? You just think it's gross?
No,
you don't
because
get
guys
horny.
is dick sling. It's so gross. I don't want it.
No, there are good guys out there. I've never met them, like personally, but like I know they exist.
Yeah, they're married. Like my best friend has.
Yeah, they're married to good women. What does that say about you? 39 years old, no ring.
An amazing husband.
Yeah.
He's like the last one.
He was the last fucking one standing. Okay, so we're fucked. So I'm completely fine with being a lesbian though.
Yeah, me too.
I could totally.
So they're perfectly fine with being lesbians because men sling dick too much. As if women aren't slinging pussy. As if they aren't encouraging women to be sluts. This whole shit makes my head hurt because their logic behind everything is purely emotional and there's no reason anywhere in sight. She just said men are disgusting and they sling their dicks everywhere. At the same time, she's the head of the slut walk. A woman being a slut is a woman being with multiple different men. But she'd rather be with women because men sling dick too much when she promotes that women should sling their pussy around. See, none of this shit makes sense. None of this shit makes sense. This is all wall babble. This is all wall babble. What's wall babble? The shit bitches say once they hit the wall. Ladies, contrary to popular belief, being like Amber Rose is not ultimately what you want out of life. She spent her entire 20s and 30s stripping, dating rappers, and dealing with high-profile entertainers, only to end up miserable and alone by damn near 40 years old. Her lack of accountability for her own actions has led to her results. No respectable dude is going to want to wipe up a chick like her in the real world. But sadly, most women look at her situation and mistakenly think it's a reasonable path. To put it simple for you guys, real men don't knowingly wife up hoes, sluts, or strippers. Lucky for her, Kanye West was her first simp and Wiz Khalifa came along and married her. And she managed to fumble that. Why? Because he cheated. This nigga literally only raps about money, weed, parties, sex, and bitches. And she didn't expect that? But anyways, what do I know? Listen, if you agree, disagree, or you're indifferent, do me a favor. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, tap the notification bell, and select all. For myself and the rest of the crew here at Trippin' Ain't Easy, peace out. See you on the next one.